I finally did it. Today is Sunday, August 9th, 2026, and after about 6.5 years of investing, I have officially crossed the 100,000 investment milestone. And honestly, it feels incredible. But what's even more important to me isn't just about reaching 100K, it's how I got here. Because 6.5 years ago, I didn't know what a brokerage account was. I didn't know what a Roth IRA was. I didn't understand investing. I just knew I wanted to build wealth. And today I want to show you exactly how I got here. Okay, so in this video, so right now you are looking at my employer 403b. Okay, and I put about $460 a month into this, so 230 bi-weekly. All right, and as you can see, it's invested in the Vanguard Target Retirement 2060 fund. Okay, and I currently have $31,510. So in this video, I will show you my brokerage account as well, my Roth IRA, and my rollover IRA. I'll also be using my network tracker to show you exactly what the numbers are. As I'm going to show you through the accounts, but I'll put it in the tracker so you can really see it visually all together in one place. Okay, so stick around. If you are new to this channel, I show my account, I document my journey of reaching 100K, and I finally did it. So if you want to follow the journey, and if this video inspires you, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video and follow the journey as I make the journey to 200K now. Okay, so let's go into my tracker quick so you can see what I have here. Okay, so as you can see, these are my June numbers, right? My taxable Roth IRA, rollover IRA. So here where it's highlighted are like the months I have here. So this is June, July, August. Okay, we will come back to that in a second. Okay, now let's get into my brokerage account so you can see what I have. Okay, so this is my brokerage account, and I have, let's see, so let's start from the top. All right, so this is my brokerage account. Actually, let's go so you can see the numbers. Okay, I have about $39,668.35 invested in total in my brokerage account, and my profit is my gains are $7,372.21. As you can see, it's highlighted in green. Okay, so these are my core holdings in my brokerage account. So let's go over here so you can see. We'll start from here. FXELX, so I have about 85 shares, as you can see here, and the quantity QTY, that's quantity. Okay, 85 shares, and I invested a total of $3,953.84. Okay, and the fund makes up about, so percentage of my account is 13%, almost 14%, and the value now is up to $5,434, because my account is up. Sorry, my FSELX position is up 37%, as you can see here. Okay, the next one is FTech, right below FSELX, and I have about 25 shares, as you can see, 25.5 shares, and I've invested a total of $5,642.55. Okay, and this makes up about 18% of my portfolio, 18.69, as you can see here, and the value of this fund is now at $7,415.26. Okay, and my position is up 31%. All right, the next one is the FXELX, the Fidelity Select Semiconductor Fund, and I've invested a total of $4,872.79. I have 22 shares, as you can see, and then my position on this is 15%. and the value now sits at $6,015.88. Okay, and it's up 23%. Actually, FXELX was one of the first funds I bought when I opened my brokerage account in 2022, so almost 4 years ago. All right, I opened my brokerage and Roth IRA at the same time. I think it was like towards the end of September of 2022, so it's coming up to 4 years now. My next fund is, so I have SCHD, which I have invested about almost 4,000, so $3,995.12. Okay, I have 140.7 shares, and my position in this is 12%, and the value sits at $4,771.28. My position is up 19%. SCHD is having a great year. Next one is SCHG. This is actually my largest position in my brokerage account. And I have $7,597.68 invested, and I have 245 shares. Okay, and the value of my portfolio and is 22% of my entire portfolio, as you can see, and the value of my portfolio is now at $8,778. Okay, which is huge. All right, so now we will go to my Roth IRA. I basically own the same funds in my Roth IRA, so I am going to this is my Roth IRA. So I am going to show you exactly what I own here. It's basically the same thing, the same funds, my main funds, but to be transparent, I actually don't contribute any more money to my Roth IRA. All right, everything goes straight to my brokerage account right now. Okay, so anything you see in the future growth is all going to come from the market return. So I own FSELX, as you can see up here, FTech down here, right? 50 shares of FSELX, 5 shares of FTech, 18 shares of FXAIX, and then when we go down here, SCHD, 42 shares, SCHG, 90 shares, and as you see down here, this is the total value of my portfolio at $17,919 $0.39. Okay, and it's my gains are $6,612. Okay, so if you add those up, we go to my tracker soon and you can see. Now let's go to my rollover IRA. This is actually my first rollover IRA. This is actually my first employer 403b, my former employer, that I rolled over into this to manage myself, and I put most of the money into FTech and AIX. So as you can see, FTech, it was about $7,732, and I put about $1,900 into FTech, and I put $4,080 into FXAIX. I also put about $1,026 into SCHD, and I put 288 into SCHG. Okay, so those are my main holdings over here, and that is, so when I rolled it over, I had about $7,732 or $35,000, or $7,732 or $35 in this, and now it has grown to 11,000. Okay, so as you can see, the gains on this is $3,268.90. Okay, all right, so now we are going to go to the tracker so you can see what I have. Okay, so here's my tracker now, and I'm going to break it down. As you can see, let's go to June 2026. I had in my Roth, actually let's go brokerage account, up top is 37,000. $30,332, okay, in June. In July, so 37,332 in June. In July, 37,508 and $80.85. Okay, this might look like it went up, but mostly it was my contribution. The market wasn't doing that well, especially in July. Okay, in August, as you can see, $678.35. Okay, the market actually did very well in the first week of August. Okay, and that's mostly gains, and I've gained almost about $2,000. Okay, that's a lot. And let's move to my Roth IRA. In June, it was at $17,706. In July, it actually went down. The market pulled back a lot in July, so it went down to $17,138.24. In August, this month, today is August 9th, is $7,919.39. Okay, so it went up almost $800. Okay, this is my rollover IRA. In June, it was sitting at $10,598. In July, it's at $10,529.88. So it actually went down in July. I think everything went down in July, maybe except for my employer 403B. And we are in August, and it's sitting at 11,000. Okay, that's huge. That's like $529 gains. Okay, now let's look at my employer 403B. As you can see, in June it was at $30,123. July, $30,342, and in August, we are in August, $31,510, because the market has been really good, and that's what helped me to get to 100K. So adding everything together, let's go over here so you can see. So in June, my net worth was $95,461. It went down. It went a little up, but that was due to my contribution in July. It went up to $95,590.97. Not a huge increase. And then August, first week of August, we are still in August. It went to, I reached the 100 net worth, right? 100K net worth. $100,107.96. Okay, I'm so happy, but this journey wasn't easy, right? It started in 2022 when I was contributing to my employer 403B and didn't even know what that meant or what investing was, right? And at some point I actually stopped investing. I've said this in my previous update video, and my employer reached out to me and they were like, you should take at least, just put in 1%, right, to get some match. And I did that, but I didn't really know what it was until 2022 when that's when I opened my brokerage account, because I was curious, because I used to just save my money instead of investing, and I had a lot of money in the bank, and I was wondering how people grow their money. And that's when I went into research, like reading stuff online, watching YouTube videos, and then I opened my brokerage account and Roth IRA in 2022, towards the end of September. I think it was like September 29th. And then I started investing in October of that year. So it's coming up to 4 years. And I started with little amount of money, right? I didn't have a lot. But I was just putting whatever I can. And I have a high risk tolerance. So even when the market was pulling back in 2022, the market was destroyed, right? But I wasn't worried, because when I read about stuff, I read that yes, the market is gonna go up and it's gonna go down, but do nothing. Just as long as you are investing in quality stuff, do nothing and let the money your money the market do its thing. And that's what I did, and up to now that's what I've been doing. So I continue to contribute, and now I contribute about 2,000 in total, including my employer forward 3B. I invest about $2,160 per month, right? But when I started, I was doing maybe $100 or $50 some months, and some months I wasn't even investing. So I'm doing this to motivate you, to encourage you to keep investing. It doesn't matter how much money you have, just keep going, and over time you will build wealth. Okay. And as always, this is not a financial advice. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please make sure you do your own research before you buy or invest in anything you see on this channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and follow along with my journey as I update you every month, my net worth. I also do videos on my holdings. Every week I upload a video as well, so make sure you check it out. Leave a comment, let me know where you are in your journey. Are you at $1,000 invested, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, or 1 million? Let me know in the comment section. I read all of it and I reply to all of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.